I just want the paper. 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 I just want the paper.
It's still a feeling that you love to hate. Don't hesitate to put in work just to get this pay. And all this talk about food, I guess I need a plate. But once the trap house boom, I guess I flip the state to get this rate. Money violent like a Miz and Rafe. Half a brick a yay. My fire work like Independence Day. Spark a split for eight. Niggas learn from that chink shit. Now my shooters move around, we moving brinks with. I'm from the school of the hard knocks, from a hard block. I need a beat with a hard knock, flipping hard rock. Need a coupe with a hard top or a hard drop. Pull it out, they be all shocked, watch they jaws drop. My niggas crazy, but we optimistic. Cause I remember days I didn't have a pot to piss in. Somebody tell these pussy niggas I'm the best that did it. Your boy Dag, fire plane, that's the best description. Motherfuckers,
yeah. I just want the paper.
I say, yeah. One time, champ. I got to do the one time for the one time, champ. All right, for the town. And the town always, please slam on that like button when you enter this room. All right. And let me get another one more time for that Republic in which we all stand. Please make sure y'all go over to wearetough.com, man. All right. I can't stress that enough. Become family, champ. All right. It is I, the toughest of everything tough that's in this world, champ. Tough Stino. Please make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that share button. Do all of the above. If you want on-screen comments, hit that super chat, champ. Become a member to the page, the whole nine. If you're not doing that and you're just watching, that's cool. But I'm going to have to introduce you to Kels because you do not have any common sense, champ. Let's go.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Your Scrobaskius is up here, champ, all right? Make sure you use that. Use your common sense, bro. It makes no sense why you're here, you're not subscribed, and you're a returning viewer. Just hit that subscribe button, champ. Let's take it up a notch one time, champ, because it's a lot to talk about today. It's a lot to talk about today, all right? But we're going to get to it. Salute to everybody that's in the chat already. Daryl People, salute. You know the vibes. VX, salute for the super chat. Salute to the Czech Republic. They say hit the like and subscribe, join that membership, and please go over to wearetough.com for the merch. Salute to VX. Y'all do what VX did, champ, all right? Y'all do what she did, all right? So listen, man. It's been a crazy decade of the change in music, champ. When I was a kid, musicians and rappers was going to jail, but not as much as they're going to jail now. Both old and young combined are going together going to jail, at an all-time high, champ, all right? It's an all-time alarming rate of these rappers going to jail for no reason at all, champ. And the main constant is y'all getting paid, and this is from what the courts and from what the government thinks and from what they're saying, and it makes sense. Y'all are funding y'all street movement through music, when before people used to make money on the street to fund their music. Now they getting millions of dollars to fund their drug and criminal organizations. This is why they're all getting RICOs. And we're going to get into some new developments on Boosie, some new developments on Casanova, and some new developments on a new RICO case starring Quando Rondo, champ, all right? Starring Quando Rondo. Now, you remember Quando Rondo, I think it was last week or so ago, Quando Rondo was bragging that the Nerds was up 7 bodies. Quando Rondo was going back and forth with Little Dirk, where he says the Nerds is up 7 of them things after Little Dirk says that Nerds is not supposed to body real gangsters, all right? He says, well, the Nerds is up 7 of them things. It leads everybody to believe that you're talking about bodies, champ, and y'all do this for clout. Y'all do this in the eye of the internet for clout because you know it's going to get viral and people are going to talk about it. But let's talk about you going to jail, sir, in a segment called I Knew These Niggas Was Going to Go to Jail, champ.
YouTube. Watch how many niggas go to jail off YouTube this year.
Trust that I said that.
Nasty work, man. Nasty work, all right? But your boy Quando Rondo was busted for drugs in Georgia, champ. All right, and not just busted for drugs, like he got pulled over and they caught him with some drugs of whatever sort, champ. No, champ. No, from what they're trying to paint the picture of is he was running an organization. This would make this fall under a RICO act. And as we saw when Young Thug got arrested, they put out a whole list of gangs that were gonna be targeted next. Everybody's still in Georgia acting like that list ain't out. Everybody's still riding around Georgia and doing all these illegal activities, which we'll get into with Quando Rondo because they have them all, champ. But they're doing all this stuff and they're not understanding that they're under surveillance, champ. You're under surveillance. After Young Thug got locked up, I would have not done anything else in Georgia again. But, you know, who am I to tell niggas what to do, champ? All right. So, according to booking records in Georgia, Quando was arrested Friday and subsequently charged with 2 counts of conspiracy to violate Georgia's controlled substance law, 1 count of participating in criminal activity affiliated with a street gang, and 1 count of illegal use of a cell phone to facilitate a drug deal. My sir, you are going to jail, champ. All right? You are going to jail. Plain and simple, champ. All right? Plain and simple. Let's see what else it says. And I do have an article as well because I want to see if the article says anything different than what I have here, right? He was indicted along with 18 other individuals who are accused of conducting the drug deals between October 2022 and June 2023. So it wasn't even that many months, champ. Wasn't even November, December, January, February, March, April, May. About 8 months of investigation, champ. And they already got you. Prosecutors claimed the ABG rapper instructed another defendant to negotiate weed prices and then travel to Macon, Georgia to pay the supplier. All right. Like I said, these guys is running up the bag on music, champ. Or maybe they're not making enough money from music as they putting off. So they putting their music into the street life, whether it be moving weight or crime or burners, toast, don't matter, champ. And this is what the government feels like and the state feels like is going on, and they're bringing it into it, champ. All right. There's going to be no more rappers in Georgia soon, champ. There's going to be a whole influx of new rappers in Georgia, champ. All right. Then this right here, boom, it says, according to online records, Quando is currently locked up in the Chatham County Jail. He clearly sensed the immediate doom because he tweeted out to his family members shortly before going in. That's crazy. You knew it was coming, didn't you, champ? You knew they were on your heels. We reached out to his record label to see if they had any further comment on the matter. Nothing but radio silence so far, right? So, like I said, Quando, you done did yourself a disservice, champ. You done did yourself a great disservice by trying to move around like you dudes, because I got to stop saying the N-word so much, champ, so they can fully monetize me. Stop moving around like Scarface, champ. Stop moving around like bro, come on, dog. Come on. What are we doing? All right. And this is what this article says from TMZ, man. All right. Salute to TMZ and all that for the article. Quando Rondo was starting his Father's Day weekend behind bars. His NBA YoungBoy Never Broke Again artist was locked up on drug charges in Georgia. According to booking records, this is what I just read. Quando Rondo was arrested Friday and subsequently charged with 2 counts of conspiracy to violate Georgia's controlled substance law, 1 count of participating in criminal activity affiliated with a street gang, and 1 count of illegal use of a cell phone to facilitate a street gang. Yeah, this is crazy, son. This is crazy. All right, but yeah, like I said, We're going to continue to keep seeing these things happen because these guys are getting clout off of moving such ways. And in these tweets before he was arrested, he says, "I love you, Paris, Italy, Kaya, my mama, Tease, my grandma, Frida. I'll be back. It's us forever, no matter what. Nobody told you, sir." And this is what I was talking about last night, man. This is what I was talking about last night when I was ethering Boosie. You niggas think about y'all kids after the fact. Everybody want to think about their moms and their daughter and their sister and their granny and their pops and their step pops and their dog, they fish, they cousins. They want to think about all this stuff after the fact. Now, somebody told me earlier that I move off clout. And I was very taken back by that because if anything, I move off of morale, champ. All right. I move off of morale, champ. I move off of letting you know exactly what it is. So maybe, hopefully, I can change somebody else's life. Right. So I move off of morality, champ. Think about your kids. Think about your granny. Think about Kaya. Think about your moms, Frida. Think about all of them before you make that call of Macon, Georgia, which they have you on the phone doing. Before you make that drop, champ. Think about your parents. Think about your friends and family before you make that drop. And it's for all the youngins out there, champ. Because y'all be moving wild. But to the celebrities, to the rappers, y'all get what y'all deserve, champ. It's no way in hell you're facilitating drug deals. And I seen one article that said that he was actually telling son to lower the prices and he was trying to. Now I'm saying, like, you setting up shop, champ. You setting up shop. Why? Right? Why, bro? You already got your money from rap, allegedly. And if you're not, then stop fronting like you are, champ. Because guess what? Which we'll get into in the Boosie situation. The police is always watching. All right? The police is always watching. The police is always watching, especially y'all dudes with millions and millions of subs. The police is always watching, champ. Keep it 100 with you. The police is watching all the time because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they watch your Instagram live? Why wouldn't they watch you? Why wouldn't they listen to what you're saying? Why wouldn't they get phone conversations and stuff like this? Why wouldn't they, champ? All right. Why wouldn't they? Y'all got to be careful of what y'all doing out here in these streets, bro. Let's get to some comments. Daryl People says, I said this a while ago. What did you say a while ago, champ? Enlighten me. Showface News says, yikes, champ. Oh, this is a whole yikes live, champ. Oh, trust me. This is a whole yikes live. That's why I started so early. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started so early. I was going to start it at 8:30, 9 o'clock. But I'm like, man, by the time I get done with this live, bro, it's going to be well past 11. And I got babies, champ, all right? I got babies. I can't be on here for too long wilding out, all right? Daryl People says they've been talking about bringing Rico to Georgia. They haven't been talking about it. They haven't been talking about it. They've been bringing the Ricos to Georgia, champ. This is not a talk about a situation. They put out a list of all the gangs that they were going to indict within the next couple of months or years or whatever, champ. And all these idiotas, champ. All these idiotas, champ. They out there, they still in Georgia, and they still doing crime, allegedly. I do not understand, bro. If I was moving weight or I was doing something and somebody gets locked up, I'm moving. Facts. I'm out. Yo, I don't even live out there no more, champ. Respectfully, they're going to have to come get me from another town. And then I'm definitely not doing no more crime. Bro, the last time I was hustling with somebody, my son, my homie, one of my good friends, he got locked up, champ. I mean, and he had an investigation on him, champ. All right? He did his time. We could talk about it, but I'm not going to put his business out there, right? I stopped. I totally was like, up. I'm like, bro, I don't know how close that was. We talk on the phone all the time. I don't know how close that was, champ. I completely stopped and went directly to shooting videos for people. That's when I created my clothing line. This was like 2016, bro. I just totally stopped, bro. Nobody called me no more for nothing. That's too close for home. That's too close to home for me. All right. I thought he said he done with the banging, chant, on the neighborhood. On my soul. Yes, champ. He did say that. He said he was done gang banging, but obviously it was wrong. He still got the stuff on his Instagram. He's still banging Crip, bro. He's still banging Crip, bro. And as you seen, one of the charges is participating in gang activities. As I said, y'all, Uncle Kiss was always right, champ. All right. You guys are going to jail.
And YouTube, watch how many niggas go to jail off YouTube this year. Trust that I said that.
Trust and believe Jada. All right. Trust and believe Jada. They was bringing, yo, listen, man, it's getting so crazy out there. And it's not even just Georgia, bro. All right. It's not even just Georgia. It's literally everywhere besides Cali, champ. I don't know how Cali got it to where, and no disrespect to Cali. I love California, champ. I got a lot of people that subscribe to me that's from Cali. But it's like I don't hear about these guys that openly gangbang in Cali getting in Ricos. Like I don't never hear of like the whole 50 block with the SWAT outside detaining everybody for gang activities. So that leaves me one or two thoughts in my mind. The gangs in Cali is not really making no paper like that. Not organized paper. It's violence. Maybe that's why they not. I'm saying because it's violence amongst each other. So maybe that's not why they're not bringing Ricos out there to Cali like that. Because these niggas that like they openly, bro. It's 6 of them on No Jumper. It's another 12 of them on Community Clips, and they just ragged out. And they like it's maybe it's because they not doing no real organized crime out there like that. Maybe they just banging. Maybe it's just fashion now. I don't know what it is. But in multiple other states like New York, they getting them RICO charges, champ. They putting 2 and 2 together and they like, yo, you know what? Y'all got to go to jail, champ. All right? Y'all got to go to jail. And that's just what it is, man. But like I said, salute to, what's this kid's name, man? Quando Rondo, man. Salute to Quando Rondo and his camp and his family and all that. Because I don't never want nobody to take this as like I'm trying to violate people. Although I could take care of myself. You can read between the lines. I can take care of myself. But I don't mean any disrespect by what I'm saying. I just want to let y'all know that you're moving wacky. Okay? Y'all moving wacky. There's no way that you should be running up a bag off music, champ, and you're soliciting any type of crime. Okay? You should be off that, champ. Like, y'all should want to see 30 years old free, a free 30 years old. Y'all should want to see that. Like, the way y'all moving, y'all not going to see 30 or 40 outside of jail, champ, all right? Avery, salute. All right. Now, let's move on, champ, all right? Because Quando Rondo is one thing. We're going to move on to Casanova, champ, all right? We're going to move right along to Casanova. So, Casanova today, early this morning is when I saw this, champ. But, I do my lives at night. So, I let everybody run amok. But now we're going to run amok. Trust me, champ. Casanova catches a Nike check across his face in prison after renouncing Gorilla Stone blood, champ. So, Casanova wrote a letter to the judge, asking the judge for a softer sentence. Please don't throw the book. And we have the actual words, but I just want to let y'all know, right, before we get into it. He wrote a letter to the judge asking the judge, please do not give me the harshest punishment that you can think of. I am not blood. I denounce blood and all that stuff. It comes out. And today he gets his face slashed. All right. Today he gets his face slashed and we're going to talk about it. All right. So let's start from here. I'm not a gang member anymore, Your Honor. Don't throw the book at me. Please don't throw the book at me, Your Honor. I don't bang no more. All right. And this is what he wrote in the letter to the judge. Okay. This is what he wrote in the letter to the judge. I'm telling you and anyone that will listen that I wanted out before I was arrested and I am out. He said, I learned through my music career that people will listen and that I don't need to associate myself with a gang to succeed. I don't need to associate with the gang even if I don't succeed. Now, that's the denouncing of the gang. I don't need them. I'm not with them, etc., etc. I thought I needed to stay in the life in name because it was a way to promote my career. So now he's saying that he was using, and this is clout, champ. This is the clout chase. So he's admitting that he used the gang to clout chase. All right. I don't care what the government tells you. I am telling you the truth. I was not involved in the daily activities of this gang. I wasn't anyone's boss. What I was, and I regret this, was a person that they could use to promote themselves in the world. I swear to you, I was not trying to leave. Okay. Yeah, he's very much institutionalized, champ. I clearly did not do a good enough job of this, as I did find myself in one bad situation after another. So essentially, he's blaming the gang for him being where he's at now. And that might be true, champ. That might be true. But I remember a young man by the name of Gunatello, champ. I remember a man by the name of Gunatello that did less than this. And everybody labeled Gunatello a what? A snitch. You want to know why? Because when they come around and they ask you, do you want to go to jail or you want to go home? Some niggas really want to go home, champ.
You want to go to jail, you want to go home. You want to go to jail, you want to go home. You want to go to jail, you want to go home.
I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home, champ. I want to go home. Nasty work, all right? So in that letter, that's where he denounces being blood and he blames them for him being in the position that he's at now, okay? All right? So now, and this too, champ, the rapper's lawyer confirmed Casanova has already admitted his guilt, candidly discussed his membership in Gorilla Stone, and acknowledged he promoted a gang lifestyle in hopes of getting a lighter sentence. So to me, that is the same exact thing that Gunna did. So to me, he is a snitch. You're a part of a RICO. You're not supposed to be as a big tough, put you in your face and knock your teeth out. You're not supposed to be doing that, champ. I thought you was the same one that loves jail. You was the same one that can live in jail, champ. You was the man in jail. You met A$AP Rocky. You held A$AP Rocky down. Every time you go to jail, you take over the dorm and you the king of jail and all that. It's only jail, right? It's not only jail, champ, all right? It's not only jail because Casanova got his face slashed off of that, champ. Casanova caught a good Nike check across his cheek for that, champ, all right? You're not supposed to do that. It's blood in, blood out, and that's just what it is, champ. You don't come up off of being a blood member and doing various crimes, and then you go to jail, and because you want to get out and see your daughter, you're ready to denounce the same thing that made you popping. You're ready to denounce that. This is why I don't even listen to music no more, bro. On my soul, because all these kids are stupid. Facts. This man did multiple music videos with red flags on his face and all this other stuff, and you done wilded on 6ix9ine, and 6ix9ine is a fake blood. And well, who's the fake blood now, champ? Who's the fake homie now, right? So Casanova gets his face slashed in prison after renouncing blood. A correction officer said the former Blood's face was leaking with blood, all right? Casanova was reportedly, and let me move this picture, man, so y'all can see me, champ, all right? Casanova was reportedly the recent victim of jail violence, receiving vicious slashes with an S, so there's multiple slashes, champ, all right, to his face in an altercation with another inmate. This incident comes days after the former gang member renounced his association with the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation section of the Bloods gang. All right. According to NBC4, so this is on the news, champ. Okay. While awaiting sentences in his RICO case at the Essex County Correctional Facility in Newark, New Jersey, he was attacked on Thursday, June 15th. So this was yesterday. Okay. Court documents report Casanova, whose real name is Caswell Sr., was physically assaulted with the weapon believed to be some sort of blade across his face. You have to live with that forever. I just want to let everybody know that. There's no coming back from a Nike check, champ. It's going to forever be there for everybody to see, and it means something. A lot of these guys out now, they be having them scars, champ, and they be on YouTube and they be talking, bro. Them scars mean something, champ. It means something went wrong, champ. It means something that you did caused you to get that, champ. A lot of people be getting those because they be claiming sets that they not from. A lot of people get those because they violate certain sets. And I believe this is one of those situations where he blamed, like I just went over, he blamed the set for bringing him down in the court to the judge. So it was no other choice, champ. He's lucky that it wasn't something that's going to go in you opposed to something that's going to go across you, champ. All right. He lucky it wasn't the other way around, champ, to where they wanted to leave him there. They wanted him. And like I was saying, that's a message to everybody. The Nike check is a message to everybody that you did something. So they didn't want to turn you into LeBron dust. They wanted to leave a message. And now the message is on your face, Mr. Caswell Sr. The message is on your face for life. All right. Court documents report Casanova, whose real name is Caswell Sr., was physically assaulted with a weapon believed to be some sort of blade across the face by another inmate named Ulysses Lugo. Okay. After getting slashed, he chased Lugo, jumped on top of Lugo, and proceeded to slash Lugo across his face several times. So in a situation where you were only facing 15 and you asked for leniency, you were slashed, and now you may get more time than that, champ. They may not hit you with a lenient time now because you're in more gang situations, champ. When you're in the gang, you cannot just say, I'm not in the gang, and no, champ, you can't do that. All right. After getting slashed, he chased Lugo, jumped on top of him, and started to slash Lugo several times. Reporters say Casanova did not act alone. Others hopped into the altercation and joined in the violent melee. So some people that was there, that was around Cas, helped them out as well and started to jump Ulysses Lugo, his attacker. Okay. A correction officer said inmate Lugo, you couldn't even see his face because it was saturated in blood, champ. All right. And his whole uniform was saturated in blood, champ. Okay. Inmate Senior was sitting there and, he was leaking out of his face. That's what the reports from the correction officer said. A spokesperson for Essex County, Anthony Puglisi, said this minor incident and whether weapons were employed is under investigation. All right. He called it a minor incident. All right. Casanova faces a minimum of sentence. All right. Casanova faces a minimum sentence of 15 years, champ. Casanova faces a minimum sentence of 15 years, champ. That's crazy. With the potential maximum of 60 years in jail. Casanova is facing 60 years in jail. Minimum 15. This is why he was sending letters to the judge saying, please don't do this. It was not me, it was them. They brought me down. I'm a good person, but I was poisoned with the evil of the Gorilla Stone Bloods, champ. They poisoned my mind, and I'm really a good person, but because of them, we are here, the situation that we're at, and I'm just here to tell you, Cass, you can't do that, all right? I'm not even promoting gang violence. I'm not promoting being in the gang. If it was up to me, it would either be two ways. Either nobody would be in the gang, or it'll be one gang and every black person to be in it. Facts. There's no need for multiple gangs. That just makes us hate on each other when it should really just be one big ass gang. Just one big group. It don't got to be a gang, it can be a group. You know what I'm saying? A group or organization. I mean, that's what I want it to be, but you know, these guys are a bit different than I, champ. Let's get to some comments real quick in the chat, okay? Damn, bro. This is 60 is mean. 60 is mean, champ. 60 is mean. Just do it. Yeah, he caught the slash, champ. All right. He caught the slash. And I mean, rightfully so, champ. Rightfully so. I mean, when you dealing with gangs and you doing stuff like that, I guess that was his put off. Bro, you can't be banging and making money and making a name under the set, and then as soon as we get in trouble for however many years it is. See, a lot of people will be like, oh, well, see, the streets don't got no loyalty and all that. Bro, it's loyalty because you probably living like a king under blood rules in jail, champ. There's loyalty. The problem is people use a name, right? They use the name. They use what the name could give them. Then they get on, champ, with that name. And then when they get locked up because of the things that they have to do for that name, they cry about it and they say they want to go home when asked. That's just the bottom line. They say they want to go home when they're asked.
You want to go to jail, you want to go home. You want to go to jail, you want to go home.
You want to go to jail, you want to go home.
And the answer is always home, all right? The answer is always home. Regardless of what none of these dudes say, the answer is always home, opposed to Bobby Shmurda, champ, all right? Everybody wants to go home, champ, all right? That's why it would behoove you guys to chill out. Once you get to that bag, I mean, you got to do what you got to do to survive, but this is not survival that we're seeing, okay? This is not survival that we're seeing. This is the stupidness. All right. This is just stupidness. So moving right along, bro, let's get into the topic that I want to talk about the most, because y'all people make the most. And when I say y'all people, I'm talking about platform content creators. I'm talking about the viewers. I'm talking about everybody, bro. Y'all get so crazy when it comes to Boosie. Like, this man is such a god, bro. Like, y'all go crazy over him, right? Y'all said a whole bunch of stuff about why he got locked up and what his charges was and all this other stuff. But I'm here to tell you one thing's for sure, two things for certain. The feds relied on IG Live for gun arrest. All right. And this says a clip, but what I read said they was watching the actual live. And I'm going to show you the pictures. I'm going to show y'all the pictures of Boosie on Instagram Live tucking the toast. as a felon on Instagram Live, tucking the toes. He got the toes hanging out the back, hanging out his back, champ. No holster, no, like, that's how you know he wasn't supposed to have that, champ. That's what happened to Boosie, all right? He got caught up by the feds because of this, champ, all right? Because of this, champ, all right? San Diego Police Department reportedly used Instagram to arrest Boosie. According to TMZ, in the federal documents, they say Boosie was seen on Instagram Live back on May 6th with a gun tucked into the waistband of his red jeans. Come on, bro. This man is a bro. I want to say some stuff that I can't say just because of the guidelines of YouTube, champ. But I really want to call this man a lot of names, bro. Not gonna lie. But maybe I can say idiot. Maybe I can say idiot. This is why yesterday I went off on him about apologizing to his kids, bro. Because you're moving around like, yo, bro, it's just no accountability, bro, in the community, bro. There's no accountability. People think that they're supposed to be able to do this stuff and not get in trouble. Even the fans, free Boosie. What are you talking about, bro? This man was on death row. Somebody took 7 bodies for him, bro. Claimed the bodies, 5 or 7 bodies, however many bodies it was. Son claimed the bodies, all for you to get out and still claim the same life that got you in trouble in the first place. So, my friend, I don't want to hear I'm sorry to your kids, bro. You are a goofball. Respectfully, I don't care about nothing. You are a goofball. Why was you, yo, son? He's selling all his cars on Instagram for lawyer money. Mr. Ain't you supposed to have money tucked away for lawyers, Mr. Street Legend? Ain't you? He's selling his Rolls Royce on Instagram, champ. Aren't you supposed to have money tucked away for lawyers? Why are you going to everybody else's trial when you have your own? Like, bro, I just want to cuss, bro. Like, I just can't cuss. They're not going to let me cuss on YouTube like that, champ. They let everybody else cuss, but they won't let me cuss, all right? All right. The feds say San Diego PD was watching that IG feed and mobilized officers to pull over a vehicle that had Boosie riding in the back seat. They was watching his Instagram Live, bro. Period. Don't bring up DJ Vlad. Leave DJ Vlad out of it. Yo, Boosie, right after your DJ Vlad interview, you got locked up by the feds, bro. Y'all fans gotta chill, bro. Like, y'all viewers and fans, bro, sometimes y'all gotta relax, bro. Because y'all don't even really, y'all live another life. Y'all go to work every day. Y'all got kids and all that, bro. Platform creators, 9 times out of 10, bro, this is the life that we live. And this is why some platforms that was trying to go after Math Hoffa, that was trying to go after Vlad, are not good platforms, bro. Anybody that you saw say Math Hoffa got Boosie locked up, anybody that say DJ Vlad got Boosie locked up and they made a video saying that, they're not a good platform, bro. They're doing that for your views, all right? Let's get back to this letter, champ, all right? Boom. So it says, according to the feds, oh, wow. Right before the Mercedes SUV pulled over, the San Diego officer noticed movement in the back seat. They believe looked like someone attempting to conceal firearms or illegal contraband in their experience. And they always say that. That's why when the police pull you over, you're supposed to be still as a statue, champ. You're supposed to be still as a statue, champ, because any movement, any jerking around, frantic, erratic head movement, shoulder movement, It's gonna make them believe that you hiding something, champ. It's gonna make them believe that you hiding. Like, why you jumping around now? We was just following you. And as soon as we throw the lights on, you jumping around, champ. Once the vehicle was pulled over, Boosie told the officer he didn't have any weapons, but his security did. Now, this is what I can say about that Math Hoffa clip, champ. And this is why Boosie is such an idiot, bro. He said in the Math Hoffa, I don't even know why Math would ask him this question. I have no idea why Math would ask him this question, but he says, so what happens if the police pull you over and you got a gun on you, champ? I'm saying, like, do you say it's your securities? Do you say it's your homies or whatever? He was like, yeah, like, I'm gonna say it's my securities, or he was like, that's why you always gotta have little homies around. That I didn't like. I didn't like that, and I should have took a sound clip of that, because that further lets you know how bogus these guys are, where they'll have a younger dude with them that they're supposed to protect, because he probably look at you like on some big bro uncle type swag, and you make that young dude take a charge for you because he don't got no charges and he'll be out or whatever. That's cornball activity, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. That's cornball. That's cornball, bro. I never did that for nobody. Luckily, I was never put in a situation where I had to take a charge for a nigga older than me, champ. All right, because I'm from Southside Queens. We was hustling. When I started hustling, I was hustling by my goddamn self. I got the pack and started hustling myself, champ. I wasn't under anybody. That was the beauty about being from New York in the 90s and early 2000s, champ. All right? You didn't need to be under nobody. You was going to be tough, or you was going to be tough by yourself. But all that having people take the charge for you is bogus. And they saw right through it, champ. You want to know why? It didn't even matter. It didn't even matter what Math Hoffa asked him. It didn't even matter what Math Hoffa asked him. You want to know why? Because they were watching the goddamn live. They were watching you on live. You 50-year-old moron. They were watching you on live. You're about to be able to have an AARP card, son. You're about to be old enough to have an AARP card, son. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You're about to be old enough to have an AARP card, and you're moving around like an idiot. This is not smart of Boosie, especially, bro, you know what it is. Niggas just don't be smart, bro. That's the bottom line. I don't like Son. Period. I never liked Son. All right. Once the vehicle pulled over, Boosie told the officers he didn't have any weapons, like they wasn't watching his goofy ass on Instagram Live. But his security did. During the search, the cop found a loaded Hellcat 9mm in the guard's bag, and also a loaded Glock 9mm on the rear passenger seat. Boosie, if you're the only, and this is what I mean, bro. Y'all niggas be so tough. By yourself, Stino, you didn't have to report to the block captain. No, champ. There was no block captain when I came up. If there was a block captain when I came up, I wouldn't have got shot at 14. Queens was the Wild Wild West, like mid to late 90s, early 2000s. It was the Wild Wild West, bro. It was no big homies. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. The only big homies I had was my homie Snub, big cousins, but that's it. Like, and they wasn't our big homies. They was hustling niggas that was doing their own hustling thing, bro. It was the Wild West, like I said, bro. You got your pack, and you did what you wanted to do, bro. I got my pack, and I went to Albany. Facts. And I started hustling hard in Albany. I didn't have to ask anybody anything, bro. We just went up to Albany, and it was like that. Trust me. It was really like that. It was not asking nobody nothing. I'm not taking no charge for none of you big, bozo, old, grown, fake big homie niggas. That's some lame. Bro, listen, if you ever took a charge for a nigga that called himself your big homie, bro, you just got duped. Respectfully. You just got duped, respectfully. Cornball. All right. Once the cops reviewed the IG footage, they matched up the Glock with the weapon in Boosie's waistband. So that's the weapon that was on the back seat next to Boosie. And that's why they busted him. Boosie was released from Louisiana State Prison in 2014 after serving more than 4 years for drug charges. What do y'all think about this? And I'm going to tell you what I think about this, champ. I think this man is a loser, champ. I'm not going to hold you. I think this man is a loser. Let's get to some comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think. I hate when people blame platforms for people getting jammed. Their actions got them jammed. Exactly, champ. Exactly. But it's much more entertaining to believe the conspiracy. It's much more entertaining to fight a ghost than it is to blame or give that person the accountability that they deserve, champ. You want to make him accountable for being one of the realest street legends alive, right? But y'all don't want to make him take accountability for being an idiot. You know you're a felon, bro. You know you're a felon. Why have security if you need to carry it on you personally anyway? And just knowing that you can't, why would you be doing that? But you're on your Instagram live with the toast hanging out your back, champ. You're on your Instagram live with the toast hanging out your back, champ. You're on your Instagram live with the toast hanging out your back, and the police was watching. The police was watching. The police was watching. They say the feds say San Diego PD was watching that IG feed. Period. Period. He was watching you, bro. They was watching you the whole time, you moron. All right? He's the realest street legend ever right now. Fooey. He's a bad father. He's a bad influence on other young men that's coming up out here, champ. I said it. He's a horrible influence. He definitely moves wacky. He definitely said some crazy stuff, but they didn't need none of that crazy stuff because they was watching his Instagram live. Please leave Math Hoffa alone. Please leave DJ. I thought y'all would been leave DJ Vlad alone, bro. Like, leave DJ Vlad alone, bro. God damn, if niggas want to go on there and tell they soul, the niggas gonna go on there and tell they soul, bro. Leave DJ Vlad alone, bro. The last couple of interviews I watched with DJ Vlad, he was making sure that cases was closed before they was talking about it. He's like, yeah, the only reason why I asked you because I know the case is closed. Like, come on, bro. Like, he learned his lesson because he know that y'all stupid for clout. Y'all stupid for clout, bro. Dummy, bro. Like, thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's 100% cornball, bro. Corny. He's corny, bro. He's corny. The feds got you because they was watching your Instagram live, bro. Nothing else. They got you because they was watching your Instagram live, and the reason why the state probably let that go, bro, is because they know the feds was gonna be on you, champ. Period, son. Period. You is a dude that was on death row, champ. You was on death row for bodies. Stop pointing. Stop doing this to the police, champ. Please. Stop doing the elk ears, champ. Stop doing the elk ears to the police, champ. All right? It's not safe. It's not safe for you to do like this and stick your tongue out. It's not safe. It's not smart, and it's not safe. Especially if you're still moving around like a moron, bro. Right? Especially if you still move around like a moron, bro. Oh, man. The resurrected simp enforcer. Okay, champ. He says, do you think Charleston White took a picture of that live and sent it to those people? No. Gotta stop blaming people for other people's idiot. Charleston White don't have to do nothing. And this is why his character that he says, his character is so easy to portray. Because he really doesn't have to do nothing. We're in a time where these niggas is doing it, bro. What Jadakiss said? Where's that, champ?
YouTube. Watch how many niggas go to jail off YouTube this year. Trust that I said that.
You don't have to do anything, bro. This is why the police is not just riding around, bro. It's so easy to get a collar off of the internet, bro. It's easy to get a collar off of the internet, bro. It's very easy, bro. All you have to do is tune in to all the dudes that's talking the toughest. That's all you got to do. Tune in to all the dudes that's talking the toughest and guarantee within a month you're going to put together a case. I can guarantee it, bro. I can guarantee it. Within a month, you're going to be able to put together a very nice case, and you're going to have a nice. So you'll probably get a promotion, champ. You probably get a promotion. I'm not gonna hold you. You probably end up captain. Great topic, Stino. I got time for this today. Boosie is not going to be able to wiggle out of this. Yo. He can't, bro. He wouldn't lie, bro. Listen, y'all soft, man. I said it. These rappers, and I'm not even on it like that, bro. Like, I'm not even like, this ain't even no clout. Like, this is real talk, bro. Y'all rappers are soft, bro. Y'all just soft, bro. You want to know why you soft, bro? Because as soon as you get locked up, you cry, bro. As soon as you get pulled over, you cry, bro. You cry, bro. And you say it's not mine, and you denounce your gang. And you do all this other stuff. You try to put the toast on somebody else. You try to put the bodies on somebody else. Y'all niggas is soft, bro. Real talk. When I got locked up, my bill was $100,000, bro. And I let 4 or 5 other people leave jail. We got locked up in a crib, all of us together. We was all hustling. I took all that work. You want to know why? Because I knew in my heart, I brought that work out there, champ. These niggas is from Albany. They ain't never seen this much work in their life. Facts. They never seen this much work in their life. I did that. I'm going to take it. I swear to God, I wish, please, where's 1090 Jake at, bro? I need somebody to find my interrogation footage. I need somebody to find my interrogation footage from when I got locked up in Albany, bro. Y'all will see the most realest shit y'all ever seen in y'all life, bro. As I sat there and he said, yo, we found this and this and that and that and that. Whose is it? And I said, mine's, nigga. Respectfully. And he said, really, it's all yours? I said, yes, it's mine. And he left me in there and I did like this. And I was like, damn, I'm about to go to jail, bro. Like, I'm about to go to jail, bro. It was crack. Okay. It wasn't no marijuana. It was crack hard, bro. Scales, baggies, fake bread, all that. All that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit. These niggas is soft, man. They soft. They get locked up. They want to cry. They want to come home early. They want to tell that they was a part of a gang and the gang was not good. And he's the good one and the gang is the bad one, champ. Yo, I'm sick to my stomach. I'm not going to hold you. I'm sick to my stomach, and this is why I made this platform. Because I'm the total opposite of these niggas. The total opposite, bro. That's why I hardly make music no more. That's why y'all listening to old music of mine, bro. Because it's this is what y'all want. This is what y'all want right here, champ. Hey, I'm not for it. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not for it because I'm a dude. If I do something, I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna hold it down regardless. That's why I don't do much. Because I know me. I'm not gonna tell on nobody. I'm not gonna make it seem good to the judge just so I don't get just so I don't get more time. Like, come on, bro. At Boosie age and wage, champ, he shouldn't even be anywhere where he needed. That's what I said. That's what I said yesterday, bro. He shouldn't even, if you feel like you need to have the, and you know what? I heard some people from San Diego talking, right? Now, I don't know how true this is, but they said you don't even really need the toast in San Diego, bro. They said San Diego is one of the cleanest parts of Cali that you could go to, bro. That's what they said, bro. Remember, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? San Diego's a nice place, champ. I believe he was wearing it for the aesthetic. I believe he was wearing it for the look, bro. I believe he just had it just to have it. Because he's boosie. He's the king of the streets, right? Well, the police is going to debunk that every time. The police and the feds is going to debunk who's real street niggas every time. Respectfully. You know what I mean? Respectfully. The police is going to debunk that every time. Not one time, not 2 times, but each time. All right? Facts. Yeah, man. So listen, like I said, let me know what y'all think about all these topics in the comment, man. Of course, I'm going to cut them up for everybody that don't like to watch lives and I just like to watch videos. Of course, I'm going to cut them up and put them out between tonight and tomorrow. So yeah, man, that's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to do it. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I be in San Diego on vacation a lot, and it's always love out there. Bro, you're going to do that. You're going to wear the gun like it's fashion. That's how I was, bro. That's how I was. Even if I was going somewhere where I knew I probably wouldn't need it, I would always have it on me because I got shot when I was 14. So that was just etched in my mind. You're not going to catch me again. You know what I'm saying? Like empty-handed. So 9 times out of 10, even if I was in Long Island, Valley Stream, I went to my cousin's crib and all that junk, I always had it. I always had it. Luckily, I you know what I mean, did never get pulled over or locked up because I know how to drive, bro. I'm not going to hold you. Like, I know how to drive, bro. Like, I be taking back blocks, bro, like to get everywhere, bro. Like, I don't be on the main road and all that. Like, I take a back block all the way into Long Island, champ. Like, I go the back way. I'm not getting on no major highways or none of that. I'm not doing that. I take that. So I'm the back block king, bro. I'm the back block king, bro. I can get all the way to Manhattan. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Bro, I used to take the back blocks all the way to the Kosciuszko Bridge, bro. Take the Kosciuszko Bridge on Queens Boulevard into Manhattan and take the back blocks in Manhattan all the way to Harlem, all the way to Washington Heights, all the way into the Bronx, champ. All the way into the Bronx, bro. I should do that all the time, bro. It take me like 2 hours to get to the Bronx, bro, doing that like that. But guess what? I always had the toast on me, champ. Always. You know what I mean? Salute to the brother Snub in the building, man. Happy birthday. Belated birthday to you, champ. All right. Happy birthday, man. That's my loved one right there, man. Salute. All right. I take the back block from Manhattan to BK through Queens. It's so quick. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not getting to the Bronx, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm not paying 2 tolls. With all due respect, I'm not paying 2 tolls, bro. I'm not paying no toll. I'm not going through a toll. Because this is before they had the toll reader joints. You had to stop at the toll booth. I'm not doing that, bro. 9 times out of 10, my tags is bad and all that, champ. I'm not doing that, bro. I was a real dirty driver, bro. I'm not going to hold you, bro. I was a real dirty driver. Didn't matter if I had a license or not, bro. I was tweaked out. You know what I'm saying? Better be safe than sorry. Never draw attention to yourself. Bro, listen, but you can't tell somebody don't draw attention to themselves if all they do is draw attention to themselves. If that's how they make their money. Can't tell them that, bro. Can't tell them that, bro. But he's a goofy. Caswell Senior is a goofy as well. Quando Rondo is a goofy as well. It's just a whole bunch of goofy stuff going on with these young black men that's supposed to have money. It's just a lot, bro. It's just a lot. All right, but like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think about these topics in the comments, man. I'm out of here. Make sure y'all go over to wearetough.com. Please, man, go to wearetough.com for the merch, man. All right, go ahead and support the page. If you like the content, drop some dollars, champ. All right, and if you can't go to the website, you can go ahead and go over to my home page. Go ahead and click the home, right? Scroll over all the way until you see store. And when you scroll down after you hit store, you'll see everything that I have for sale for you guys, which includes music, t-shirts, hoodies, socks, mugs, rags, all types of stuff, champ. Go ahead and show your love, man. If you don't want to do that, you can hit the good old Cash App right there at $ We Are Tough, or just become a member to the page, man. There's so many ways that y'all can support the republic in which we stand. It's crazy, all right? It's crazy, all right? And don't chase that clout, man. I'm out, man. I'm about to go cook some chicken. Y'all know what it is. Peace. Warning. Clouded teen causes extreme cases of dumbness, reckless acts of mookism, and total loss of morality. Are you chasing clout? So is everyone. But why don't you look the part while doing it? Get your official clout merch right now at wearetough.com. That is wearetough.com. If you're chasing clout and you're out here on some mookism shit, go ahead and go over to wearetough.com and get your merch today.